Yeah, this is a quick video for a lot of the people out there. Even though Mayweather retired, they give Mayweather such a hard time for a lot of things that he used to say in regards to fighting for money and not worrying about the title. You got a lot of these dudes on YouTube and the different sporting venues who like to tell you about how Ali fought for the people and he fought for the love of the sport and all this nonsense. People love to create these false narratives. Ali gonna tell you right now what he fought for, and he's gonna spit the real.
I'm still fighting every 2 months. You keep watching. As soon as I book Joe Butler, I'll be in Las Vegas next day signing for Ken Norton, top ring heavyweight. As soon as I whip him, I'll be signing for nothing. As soon as I whip him, I'll be signing for nothing. And the other fighters just be sitting with no work. So, like, I don't have to wait for nothing. I don't need a title. The whole thing is money. I don't need a title to get money. I keep them from making money.
Oh, you hear what he said? He said the same thing that Mayweather used to say back in the day when people were giving him hell for not fighting, for not running into the ring with Pacquiao. He said the whole thing is money. He said he don't need a title. That's what Ali just said. The guy who they claim fought for the love of the sport and all this other stupidity.
Because I'm the one that the promoter wants. I'm the one that can talk, write the poems, predict the rounds. I'm beautiful. They're ugly. They're slow. They can't talk. I'm the one. See, I don't need a title. I don't think having a trophy, having a gold medal, I'm the champion, that's kid stuff now. I'm above that.
Wow, you heard that? He said having a title, having a gold medal. He said that's for little kids. Now remember back in the day when Floyd Mayweather did a 24/7 for Shane Mosley, and he said, of course I fight for money. That's what a prize fighter fights for, a prize, duh. And everybody said, oh, Mayweather, all he cares about is money, yada, yada, yada. Man, if you get in the ring and another grown-ass man is trying to beat your head, and you better be in there for money. Your ass better be in there for money. For all these guys all over YouTube talking about, they back in the old days and how guys were in the old days, professional boxing has always been about money. And if you and the guys that's in there talking about how they fighting for the love of the sport, you know why they saying that? Because they're trying to reel you in to help them get money. Because they can't get any money, so they want you to think that they're a nice guy. When you get to the level of an Ali or a Mayweather, they don't have to act like they're in it for the love of the sport. They can tell you why they're really in it for. You fight for the love of the sport. It's called being an amateur. All right? But anyway, let's continue.
Ali is bigger than the world title. My title is Muhammad Ali. It don't stop me because on the world, my activity proves my history, my ability, my physique, my dancing, my footwork, my pretty white shoes, my shuffle, just everything. Muhammad Ali, magic. When the bell rings, ding, it's on. I'm boxing. So it don't mean nothing to me to have a title.
All right, you're bigger than the title. You're bigger than the.
Said it don't mean nothing to him to have a title. Nothing.
You're bigger than the title. You're bigger than the title that every kid who puts on a boxing glove wants to win. Okay. So what is your goal? Why do you stay in boxing? Is it just to make money? Then when will you quit if you don't give a darn about the title?
Well, when I say don't give it natural, it's good to be the champ. But I don't crawl. I don't beg. I don't wait. No. So if that comes, it comes.
He said, I don't crawl, I don't beg. In other words, he doesn't have a slave mind. He had a ruling class mentality. Right? Only difference between Ali and Floyd is that Ali wasn't blessed to find somebody like Al Heyman who could help him get money, who could teach him how to get money. Right? Ali wasn't fortunate enough to be blessed with that type of avenue where Floyd was. Because believe me, if it wasn't for Al Heyman, Floyd would still be fighting and he'd probably be broke. All right. So everything in life is just about finding the remedy. And sometimes the Lord sends people into your life to help you find that remedy. Ali, unfortunately, never wasn't blessed with that avenue.
People demand things. You know what runs this country, the dollar. And I don't have to build up nothing. What's going to come is going to come. Everybody.
He said, you know what runs this country, the dollar. He didn't say the love of the sport.
So what I'm saying is like, why am I boxing?
That's really the question. Why are you boxing?
Livelihood. Why are you writing? Livelihood.
I thought he was fighting for the love of the sport. I thought he just loved fighting people. He said he's fighting for livelihood. He's fighting for money. He said that's why I asked him, why are you writing?
I'm fighting and you're writing. Why is Rockefeller still working? Why is J. Paul Getty still working? Why is Howard Hughes still in business?
So in other words, like he was saying, and Roger Mayweather used that same analogy a while back. I think it was the Ricky Hatton 24/7. He said, why does Bill Gates keep making all those computers? Right? All right. Now, just to continue on with the theme, Ali's going to reiterate. This is actually in a interview a year later. This is right before the Foreman fight. This is right after he beat Joe Frazier in a rematch. And Howard Cosell is going to ask him a question that a lot of people who try to revise history would be surprised that he would ask somebody like Ali, who you know, allegedly they said, well, you know, Ali fought everybody for the thrill of the sport. And he's going to give you an answer, the same answer that Mayweather used to give before the Pacquiao fight. And he's going to give you the same reason that Mayweather gave. So now let's see what he says.
I'm disturbed by one thing. In your whole career, I've heard you scream, I want Liston, I want Frazier, I want Kenny Norton again. And I'm disturbed about the fact that you haven't said, I want George Foreman, because that would involve the championship, and that would involve the biggest payday of your life.
Well, at the time I wanted Frazier.
Look at how annoyed he got before he started answering the question too. So Howard basically asked him, you know, your whole career you spent calling out people. Now George Foreman coming, you're not calling him out. Same thing they said about Mayweather with the Pacquiao situation.
You know, he was recognized as the champion that took my title, and I wanted to come back. Had so much to fight for. And then when I'm Sonny Liston, I was just getting known to the public. But right now, I really don't want. It's a strange thing. I'm not anxious to fight George Foreman. Like we have 1 billion people.
Oh, wait a minute. He said he not anxious to fight George Foreman. But if you listen to a lot of these clowns on TV who try to change up the Ali story, and let me be clear, Ali was a phenomenal fighter and a very courageous man. But they make it sound like the brother walked through fire for the hell of it, like he just walked barefoot through fire just for the thrill of it, like he used to slay lions and bears in the woods and stuff. And Ali was a phenomenal fighter and a courageous brother. But it's just funny how they like to change the narrative. He's really become a pawn of the elite. His image has become a pawn of the elite and of the super liberals. But let's continue on.
Watching the last night, the biggest event in the recorded records of the planet Earth's history, and the garden was sold out weeks in advance. People getting $1,000 for $100 tickets, $200 for $20 tickets. So what I'm saying is, I don't need the crown to be recognized by the people of the world.
That's the same thing Mayweather used to say. He said, "I don't need Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao need me." He used to say, "I don't need the title." When you get to a certain level and maturation, and it's funny, Ali here is 32 years old. That's the same age that Mayweather was when they started harassing him about Pacquiao, and he used to give the same answer. 30, 31, 32, that's when a man's mind starts to expand, and he starts to see things from a larger perspective, from a macrocosmic perspective. You're not doing things for glory anymore. Now you start thinking on a more pragmatic level. Like, why does this make sense? If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. What's the best option for me?
The arenas. So this is why I'm not so anxious to fight George Foreman.
But until and unless you do and beat him, there will be a percentage of people who say, or who will say, oh no, he doesn't want to fight Foreman because he knows he can't beat him. He's afraid of him.
Well, I'm not afraid, and I'm not.
Wow. So Howard Cosell actually presented the same scenario that was created around Mayweather. But the media will have you think that Ali was never, like he was never in that situation. The only thing different today is the media coverage. And the fact that due to Pacquiao being Asian and having the image of somebody who was religious and humble, that created an even greater firestorm around Mayweather. Well, because Foreman was a so-called black man and Ali was a so-called black man, that took away a lot of the different harassment dynamics that Mayweather had to go through.
Just to fight him.
I'm constantly aware of. I'm getting older now, and I have a few years left, not many. And I don't plan to go a few years, just one more year. But I always check myself after each fight because I'm more vulnerable to punches now.
You only plan to fight one more year?
Yeah, probably one more year at the most, year and a half. And that's it.
So the Foreman fight has to take place within that time.
Right, I'm sure. Old George is not ducking himself. He's fighting Kenan Norton, a good fighter. If he was ducking, he wouldn't have picked him. I think he's crazy. Norton might win.
Do you think you can beat him?
Well, how would I think I could beat him? You know, I can say I think it. You know, my confidence. I don't have to express it. But I think when I'm in shape, moving like I was at Frazier, in and out, not laying on the ropes at boxing, I think I'll have an easier chance with George Foreman than you saw me fight Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier fought me much harder.
Look me in the eye. You really believe that?
Look you in the eye, I'll slap you to prove it.
Should have slapped the hell out of that old devil. But yeah, man, that's the point. You know, same thing like the Bible tell you. There's nothing new under the sun, man. They just try to change the story up. They try to change the narrative up. And like I said, you know, they like to play good black, bad black. Remember, way back in the day, Jack Johnson, he was the bad black. And then they came with Joe Louis. He was the good black. And then when Ali came around, Ali was the bad black compared to Joe Louis, who was the good black. And then when Mike Tyson came around, Mike Tyson was the bad black, and they made Ali into the good black. And then you have Mayweather. Mayweather was the bad black, and they turned Tyson into the good black. So that's what they do. They constantly play games. All right. All right, now let's see Floyd say the same thing that Ali was saying back in the 70s.
What's so crazy, once again, shame. He said the stupidest things I've ever heard. He said that he don't fight for money. He said he don't fight for money. He's 40 years old, but he don't fight for money.
I don't know how that could be true, seeing that Shane, that Asian woman, is raking Shane over the coals. I mean, the Shane need to call the cops and tell him that he want to report a rape, because that woman then took all his virginity, monetarily speaking.
Well, brother, I'm 33. I don't fight for legacy. I don't fight for none of that. I fight for that check. I'm in the check cashing business. Whoever's sitting down right now at home, watch it 24/7. You can have your own opinion about me, and you at home right now, you can have your own, people at home right now, you can have your own opinion about Floyd Mayweather. But you don't know me. And before you judge me, first look at your situation and see where you at, and clear your problems up before you worry about my problems, because I'm okay.
Welcome back to the world of Floyd Mayweather.
All right, and we're going to end it with this.
You're now calling yourself money. What's more important to you, money or boxing legacy?
Kids can't eat legacy. Kids can eat off checks. The checks are more important. I don't lie. Checks is more important at this particular time. I'm already a legend in the sport. I'm already an icon in the sport. You know what I'm saying? I don't fight, you know what I'm saying? I fight for me first. Of course I want to please the fans, but I fight for me first. Because when my career's all said and done, I can't go to the fans and say, yo, I need you to pay my light bills. I need to put my children through college. I have to be able to take care of me and my family in the long run. So what's most important right now is the checks, because I'm in the check cashing business.
You damn right you can't ask the fans that, because the first thing they're going to say is, well, what happened to all that money that we gave you on pay-per-view? That's what they're going to say.
Enough money
I want to make some more.
for your kids?
For me and my kids. For me and my kids. Why not? If I can be in the sport to break the bank, why not? Because when it's all said and done, I can't come to you. I can't go to nobody and be like, yo, I need, well, these houses is paid for, but, we have certain fees certain monthly fees that have to be paid. You're not going to pay them. Manny Pacquiao's not going to pay them. Nobody else is not going to pay them. I have to pay that. So I have to do for me first. Me.
That's right, bro. Self-preservation is the law of the land. Peace.